Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've got a great little one for you today. We've got a floating WhatsApp icon on our little site here. And when you click on it, it's going to take you to your WhatsApp site. I've just got mine going to the WhatsApp page. But that's a really nice eye-catching little feature to have on your site. Really easy to do. We've got to get the file from LottieFiles, but it's absolutely free, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder so we can build on the front end. Okay, once in here, I'm actually going to go to my back end because I'm using fixed positioning. I'm going to go to my little wireframe icon here, which will take me to the back end mode. There's my little code module and row. I'm going to get rid of that and we'll start from scratch. Great. Well, the first thing we want to do is go over to LottieFiles.com, and I'll put the LottieFiles URL down below for anybody that needs it. Let's go back to their home page. It's going to take you here. I'm going to look for a free WhatsApp icon. And here we go, it's brought up several to choose from. These are all free ones here. I think that's the one I used before, so I'm going to select this one again. I'm simply going to left click on it. And they've given it to us right here. To me, that's bouncing up and down a little too quickly. That might get on my nerves. But we can adjust that with the code in a moment. You've got animation speed here, but if you click on it, it's only going to make it faster. But when we get the code in a minute, I'll be able to actually edit it. Slow it down to about half the speed. Let's put that back to 1. It's going crazy there. Okay, now for me today, I want to download mine as HTML. So if we roll down, there's a little HTML button right there. Go ahead and left click on it. Roll on down, and this is what we get. You may have to sign into LottieFiles. It's absolutely free. There's no cost involved. You may have to put your email address in there. I've already got an account, so I'm logged in. Okay, and here's our little code here. Play mode normal, yeah, that's fine. Direction forward, probably won't make much difference forward or backwards with that one. Background color, yes, I want it to be transparent. I don't want any background in there. Size wise, I'm going to make mine about 80 pixels by 80 pixels. You won't notice any different on the screen here, but in the code down below, you'll notice it changes. Okay, and animation speed I was talking about there, I can take that down to maybe 0.5. There we go, that's a bit more graceful for me. And you can also do it within the code down here. If we look, we've got background there, so you can change your background, and speed right there also. Here's the width that I put in, so you can edit the code if you need to. Okay, I don't want the controls visible, so I'm going to uncheck that. I don't want it to just play the animation on hover. I want it to animate all the time, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. Autoplay is fine, and loop's fine. Fantastic. Okay, well we can now go down and copy this code, either hit the button or select and copy. I'm going to hit the button. It tells me it's been copied. Well, let's go back to our Divi site. I've got my Visual Builder open, so I'm going to go down, click on any row. It'll give you a little green button to add a new row. Doesn't matter where we put it because I'm going to use fixed positioning for this today. I'm going to use a single column. And let's pop in a simple code module. There we go, right there. And inside, I can paste my code. Now, when you put your code in there, don't panic if you don't see anything, because quite often on the back end, these animations won't show up, but they will on the front end. So just to mark where it is, I'm going to save this. I'm actually going to go back into the row we just created here, and I'm going to give it a little background so we can see what's going on. Content, here's the background. I'm just going to make it black so we can actually see our row. Okay, now I'm going to make this row fixed position. I'm going to make it about 80 pixels wide, and I'm going to plop it over here somewhere. So to do that, we need to go over to our advanced. If I move this over here, you'll see it moving a bit better. Down to position, and this is common to most Divi rows and modules. I'm going to change it from relative to fixed, and you might see that row disappear. It's actually up under our menu at the top because it's on top left corner there. And you've got a little matrix here where you can put it top left, middle left, etc. Center, center, center left. I'm going to have mine top left, and I'm going to bring it down to perhaps this white bar down here. If we roll down, we've got vertical and horizontal offset. So if we bring the vertical offset up, it'll bring it down to like that. That's pretty much exactly where I want it. And you can adjust for tablet and mobile, and again this is common to all Divi modules, roll over the dark writing within a module, and you can hit the little responsive icon there that looks like a little phone, and you can set different values for tablet and mobile. I'm going to leave mine just as it is at the moment, but if you need to do that, it's a good idea to have a look. And always when you're building a website, you may do these things responsibly, but check them on the actual devices because layouts can differ a little bit. That's really important. Okay, so we've got it where it is. I'm just going to offset it from the side slightly. Just offset it from the side a little bit, a couple of pixels like that. Fantastic. Well, now I want to shrink this row down because my actual code in there for the module is only about 80 pixels wide. So I'm going to go to the design tab, still in our row, to sizing, and I'm going to make the width, well, let's say 80 pixels. Yeah, I think that'll work. And like I say, we can't see the animation, but I can go back in now to my content and take that background away. And there it is. Now, of course, you're going to want to put a link to your WhatsApp page in your little module. Once you've done your fixed positioning, you may not be able to get to it very easy. So again, we can go down, little purple button down here. We've got wireframe mode on the left-hand side down here. If you click on that, it'll take you to the back end. There's our row. There's our little code module. If you need to, for confusion, you can go in and name your row with an admin label. That way, when you look at the back end or in the code, it'll give you what that is. Great. So to add our link to our code, go in there. On the content tab, we can roll down, and here we can put a link in. I'm just going to put the WhatsApp page in. Obviously, you'd want to put in your actual WhatsApp personal page. I'm going to paste it in there. Always best practice if you're linking off-site to somebody else's website, you want to open it in a new tab. If you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. Great, so we've got our link, we've got our little Lottie animation, hopefully. I know we can't see it on the back end. I'm going to flip back to desktop mode. Let's save our page changes down here, and we'll see what we've got on the front end. And there we have it. There's our little floating WhatsApp button, which is great. Let's roll down the site. Well, we've got a bit of a problem there. It's rolling down under our little sections there. We want it to remain all on the top at all times. So we need to change the Z index of it. So let's quickly enable the Visual Builder one more time. Again, I'm going to go to wireframe mode. And what I'll do for this is, again, I'll put a little color in our WhatsApp row there just so we can see what's going on the back end. Let's make it an outrageous color. We'll make it red. Now we're there, let's switch back to desktop view and roll up so we can see our little row. There's our little row as it's going behind there. So we'll go over to advanced, down to position where we were before, and if we roll down, we've got a Z index right there. If I roll this down so we can see maybe half of it, we'll roll this Z index up until it pops on top, just like that. And roll on down, make sure it's not going to go below anything else. Yep, staying on top all the way down there. Fantastic. Well, I can go back, take up my background away. We'll resave, and we should be good to go. We'll exit the Visual Builder. And there's our little bouncing WhatsApp icon again. Let's roll down this time. This time it's staying on the top, which is exactly what we wanted. Fantastic. And then when we click on it, it's going to take us to the WhatsApp page in a different tab. That's a nice little feature. So there you go, guys. There's how to add an animated WhatsApp floating icon to your little Divi website here. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. Don't forget, if you have any questions, put them below the video. I'll do my best to answer them or make a video for you. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.